Welcome. Welcome to the live streaming. Traders, hope that you had an enjoyable day. And this is an absolutely important day. As you can see, there is NFP coming tomorrow. Today also, there is ADP non-farm employment change, unemployment claims, as well as some service PMI. So in all those instruments, we will be looking for trading opportunity. Pretty important day, pretty volatile day. We see that majority of the instrument currently trending. We can see that gold, this is a bull market on gold, and then what we have seen that on gold is euro dollar also was trending, AUD USD as expected. Probably you guys have seen the analysis that I posted on Gbp USD, euro dollar, and also with the gold. And we will be looking for trading opportunity in all of them one by one. We have seen that gold is significantly bullish at the moment, especially the global trend on gold is bullish. So we will be looking for bullish opportunity in this instrument. Let's see what kind of trading opportunity we have. This is the daily chart, and with this daily price action, we can see that this is the daily impulse from here. So far, after the market open, we have seen a clean bounce. We will be waiting for deeper pullback and then to bounce back up again. This is a very important price action at the moment, and I think that the way the price action is forming, and there's a long week candle. Probably you guys have seen the previous analysis where gold dropped and formed two long week candles. So it might just trend in that direction at the moment. For me, I think it's resuming the uptrending market structure. And I will be doing the full analysis now one by one. And yeah, absolutely, I appreciate all of your support to the channel by giving a thumbs up. If you haven't done yet, press that notification bell and smash the subscribe button, and also press the like button if you haven't done yet. So with that in mind, let's begin today's session. We'll look for the best trade possible, and at the same time there could be a losing trade, so I would highly recommend you to fully stay managed. In fact, it's the very important criteria that to be a trader you have to be fully managed. So yeah, let's see how far it goes. And I would appreciate also if you write the I see the chat is still I hope that everyone can hear me. Awesome. Thank you. So good morning. Thank you very much for good morning. Welcome. Okay, so let's look at to see where the market is heading. And in the meantime, let me know, guys, if you can hear me. Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome. So let's look at today's market to see where it is heading. Okay, what you can see, I will be doing multi-time frame analysis on gold, and then we'll be jumping to the lower time frame. So looking at the monthly chart, when we look at the monthly, we can see that it's a long-term bull market starting from here. Okay, so this is the monthly impulse. Okay, so this is an impulse followed by correction, and with that correction we can see that there is a narrow this is a narrow doji here in that area, and with the narrow doji from the monthly we can see another monthly bounce on gold. And with that bounce, this is the previous monthly candle. That is a quite significant candle, as this candle has a long wick at the top and also long wick at the bottom, expecting gold to move up and then fill that wick and then to create a new higher high. Okay, so we can see that there is a probability for, with the news on gold, expecting it to break out, as we have seen the price came well below the previous monthly. This is the previous monthly support. In fact, it was a resistance turned to support, broken below, and we have seen that there is a rejection to the upside. And if we look at the weekly price action, what we can see, there is a weekly doji and series of higher low formation on the weekly. With that series of higher low, we can see there is a bounce, expecting for the market to move back up to the upside to create a new higher high. So far we can see the price above the weekly resistance line. Okay, so there is a resistance. If we look at the daily, what we can see that from the daily is, this is the daily price. You can see this is the daily candle so far, and previous daily doji followed by another daily candle. And today's candle, you can see it's quite aggressively bullish at the moment. What we will be waiting in that market for the price to go ahead and to create a new higher high. So any pullback on the daily is an appreciation for bounce. So if we look at the lower time frame from the 4 hour, where you can see there is an inverted head and shoulder here, breakout. So this is the key points here, because if you look at here on the 4 hour, what we can see, okay, so this is the 4 hour time frame, and this is a resistance line. Okay, so this is a channel. We have seen the break from the channel, downside, inverted head and shoulder, breakout. And what we can expect now for the market to, this is a huge imbalance in that area, guys. If we can look at it, you can see. And okay, so this is an imbalance. So if we look at here, okay, so this is a support on, also support here, and there is an imbalance in that area. Expecting with the news coming up, we might see break below. That could give us entry potential. So if we want to go long on gold, what we need to do is wait. We will be waiting for the market to retest a couple of levels that it might retest. So it might come back to 25.06 or 25.13 or 25.12, or breaking below and then bouncing back to the upside. So that could be with the gold price action that we might see in this one. And looking at the 15-minute chart, okay, so what we can see here is structure formation on the 15 minutes. Okay, and there is a long wick at the top. We will be waiting for the market to you can see it grab liquidity here on the 15 minutes, broken below. So therefore it might now come down for deeper liquidity grab from this support here. I'm going back to the 1 minute chart. Here is long consolidation, this is the nearest support. Okay, so this is the nearest support here, and so from that support we will be waiting for the market to come down, grab good amount of liquidity, and then to move back to the upside. Okay, so this is an important support. We see series of higher low, so therefore this zone is where we can look for potential trading opportunity. Let's see where it is heading. Okay, so this is an important support. We saw series of higher low formation, expecting for gold to drop and then to bounce. So we'll see. It may continue to go up from here. In that case, we have to look at the different plan. At the moment, this is a for me to look up point. Okay, so and in that area we will be looking to see how the market is reacting. We'll be waiting for the market to give us today, you know that as I mentioned, very volatile day, and I see that likes is still not up to the point where it should be. So will be helpful if you smashing the like button. Thank you. Welcome. So with that in mind, okay, so here you can see a doji, and this is a support level. We will be waiting for the market to drop and then to come back down. We see series of higher low formation in that area. So looking at 30 minutes chart, interesting doji formation. So it might remain bullish from here. Very, very interesting price action for me. See long wick at the top and also long wick at the bottom. This is where, yeah, want to see that it's breaking below. For me, you know, without coming to the support 25.13, it's not a very good point to look at. Okay, so you see sideways movement. All right, thank you. And let me know, guys, when you are here. Thank you. Josias, good day, welcome. We can hear you, sir. Thank you for confirming. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Looks like it's a new wider channel down. I have analyzed and got that might go buy, and right now, am I right? I'm not sure. If you analyze, then should be able to do that. we are waiting for entry. Gold, gold, yeah, gold is bullish at the moment. So if any drop might give us potential entry. Waiting for planning my buy side trade. Okay, so we are also on a plan to go for the buy, but the market structure is very important. Once it will develop, then we will be able to see that. Waiting for your confirmation. Yeah, I'm also waiting for confirmation from the market. Thank you. And I have been waiting days for your confirmation. May I know about dollar yen? Okay, so dollar yen we will be looking at the moment. We are waiting for the confirmation from gold, and then we will see Gbpjpy and also dollar yen. Now looking at what we can see on so gold, we have found that support potential area where we will be looking for entry, and at the moment also we will be looking for Gbpjpy. Okay, now this is where we can see that this is the daily chart on daily chart on Gbpjpy. Looking at monthly, okay, so what we can see that monthly, this is the monthly price action. Let's see where the market might be heading. Now if we look at a monthly chart on Gbpjpy, we can see that there is a monthly doji, and from that monthly doji, okay, so this is the monthly doji where there is a liquidity grab here. How do you know the liquidity grab? Isn't it? Because there is nothing that telling us that there is a liquidity here. So there is a potential some liquidity grab here. So how do you in fact identify that liquidity zone? Well, the way you can identify the liquidity zone is by looking at applying the principle of common sense. So this is what I would say. If you look at here, you can see previous months, like this monthly candle is a long bearish candle. Okay, it's a massive bearish candle, followed by, if we look at this candle, is a doji. So you have seen a massive drop, pull back to the upside to this sub zone, followed by, we have seen that there is this is a resistance. And now when the price was dropping, you can see from the monthly candle close here, when the market drops here, a huge number of seller, they brought their stop loss above this monthly high, which is liquidity. Okay, because a seller's stop loss is a buy order. So you can note that down. A seller's stop loss is a buy order. So basically you are placing two orders in the market, one buy, one sell. So because you place that, this is an you place that zone, that liquidity zone, and the market grabbed that liquidity. The market grabbed that liquidity, has got a rejection, so it's coming for a correction at the moment after the rejection. And I think that we may not see deeper drop, or may see, nothing impossible in trading, but I think that we might see another rejection again after retesting this level. Okay, so this is a 50% of the previous monthly week, so which is basically an important liquidity zone. And looking at the weekly, where Yeah, this could be a trend change call. Now if we look at the weekly price action like that, you can see there is a this is the weekly candle which is nearing to the weekly end. Then for a long term picture, we might see that GJ changing the trend even to come down further. So dropping down to the daily, after break of this high, we saw this fake out rejection. At the moment, from the local perspective, that means the lower time frame perspective, I see that GBPJPY is potentially bearish on the lower time frame. So if you look at here, what we can see, this is a support which is turning resistance. Okay, so what we can see here, this is a big drop, pullback, another drop, pullback, another drop. And what we can expect in this area on GBPJPY is, okay, so this is an important level. So here for me, GJ, what I think that if it managed to bounce, and that's where you can look for selling opportunity on GJ. We'll be looking at that. If we look at the 15 minutes here, in this 15 minutes time frame, what we can see that this is an important level that we will be looking for. So expecting GBP, the trend downside here, we have seen a breakout consolidation. Okay, so what you can see here, 1 hour, 15 minutes, and in all time frame. Okay, so in all time frame, we will be looking for GJ to bounce and then to revert back. So at the moment here, you can see it's in a very narrow area, narrow consolidation. Okay, and I think we might see that for the market to move back up. Okay, move back up and then creating a new higher high. After that, you can look for selling here. At the moment, there isn't much opportunity here. And looking at gold again, it's look like it's dropping down to the lookup point they've created. Okay, so want to see breaking any of this support, and we are nearing to the news. So news spike might be to the downside, and let's see how far it drops. We might see let's draw the important level of levels here on the daily. If the news bringing the price back to the daily support, definitely will be a very good place for us to look for potential buying opportunity. If it managed to spike down, will be an opportunity for us to go long. I've drawn all those levels. I know that quite a few levels, but it's good idea to keep track of all those levels if the market is coming down to that. So there is a resistance here which is turning support. Okay. So this is also an important level of resistance. Okay, we'll see that this is a support level, and Thank you for joining the live session. In the meantime, let's see best setup possible in the market. We'll be waiting for that. Awesome. Let's look at that. Water dripping. Come on. Fix it. Okay, so let's see. It's dropping down to the lookup point. We'll be waiting for that potential entry. Thank you for joining the live session, guys. If you are enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Good evening. Welcome. Hello, sir. I'm beginner. I want to start trading. So if you are a beginner, then you already have started trading then. But what I would recommend is take it as a slow but long-term goal. Long-term picture is very important. This is where the most trader fails. So it's when you develop that strategy, when you learn that strategy, when you become consistent in something, it gets very easy, right? You know that we have our strategy, liquidity candle currently successfully we are in the academy we are trading it. So it took us long time to develop the strategy, to work on it. So that is why it's important that always be patient. Anything you want to learn, you need to give yourself some time. So especially if you are a beginner, the best thing is to focus on learning rather than making money. That's the main goal. Okay. So, and also I have a beginner course for those who are beginner. Let me share with you guys. You can, this is a very beginner friendly course. So when we started the academy long ago, we have that course is still available. I'll be sharing with you the link. Why is not coming? It should be on the description, but it's very weird. Okay, got it. So I'm going to share with you. This is on Vimeo, so you can um, click that link. I'm sharing it in the live chat, and then this is a beginner trading course, so you can foundation. It's around 2 hours long, so you can learn that. Uh, there is a lot to take from here, which will be a very strong foundation for you to begin as a trader. Thank you. Okay, we see that gold started to break below, which is good. And let me see the intraday 4 hour. We can see that after that the candle started to drop, and here we need to see a retest of this level. We'll see the news is coming in 30 minutes time, and want to see um, you know penetration of this level, a deeper drop, that can give us a potential entry. Okay, so you can see here three long wick candles in that area. So you're looking at the lookup points in this area, and 5 minutes. There is another long wick candle in this area. So back to back three long wick candles, and I think that it's in a consolidation. We'll be waiting for further deeper drop. Okay, the way the price action is forming, which we might see a retest of this 20 MA or even breaking below further. Because it's a very strongly uptrend, I wouldn't look to short at the moment. Neither it's in a place for long. Rather, we will be waiting for potential price action confirmation, and then we will be looking for trading opportunity. And in the meantime, if you haven't subscribed yet, I would recommend you to do so. You do have I do post a lot of content every day and every weekend as well, and also I do share some of my ideas on the free Telegram channel. You can find link below this video in the description area. So let's look at uh, GBP what it might be doing here. GJ. So it's in a downtrend, and we might see further downside. We have seen the resistance, it didn't reach there on the resistance. If we look at the daily, yeah, so we might see that on GJ pushing down, which we could see eventually. Let's see how far it might be doing. Thank you. And let's see, we need a music. We've seen that gold again coming back to gold. We saw the rejection again, another rejection on gold. We can see there is a double bottom and then bounce from the double bottom. So after forming the double bottom, the market started to bounce. Okay, so this 5 minutes candle is quite significant, as we have seen that it has broken that low and then has got a bounce. So this is a potentially bullish structure, but as news is coming, we will be patient on that to see proper entry. I think probability for another break is also higher because it's in a, you can see it's a very long consolidation in that area, and with that consolidation we might see that it's breaking below and then bouncing back to the upside. Thanks for analysis. Welcome. Good day. Good everyone from Netherlands. Thank you for joining the live session. Good evening. Free Telegram channel. You can find link below this video, and also welcome Rose. Thank you. Good analysis. Okay, so this is an important resistance line and this is an important support line. So this range is quite strange here for me, and this is a quite strange range. I would say that we need to see a trend in this market before we look for entry. And also I would like to start a poll to ask you a question, guys. What do you think on gold? As usual, I'm asking the question. So what do you think on gold? It's bullish or bearish? I posted a poll. Will be helpful if you cast a vote on that. Okay, so let's get back to the work. Very narrow range. We'll be waiting for that to happen, to drop or to trend in that direction. And I would appreciate if you let us know what's your view on that. And patience is key. As you know, that Jesse Livermore once said that money comes from sitting, not from trading. So it would be appreciated if you remain patient. Morning. Little bit bullish and bearish after news. Okay. place your bets. Market open. Thank you. Good evening, coach. Any short-term reversal from 2015? I think reversal might, if it drops, it might drop in that direction. It's a very strange range, and I can't decide to take a trade. Are we in an uptrend? It's a very it's a very strange range. What's that question? It's a very strange range, and I can't decide to take a trade. Are we in a downtrend? Okay, yeah, we are still not decided about taking a trade, but because it's a long-term downtrend at the moment. We saw the daily, there is a very strong daily breakout that we have seen, and I will be waiting for the market to come down for a pullback. If you look at daily, you can see that this daily candle, the way it has formed, very highly likely that it's gonna bounce rather than going for a downtrend. So therefore any pullback to the downside is an opportunity for us to go for long. And the way the structure has formed, quite a few levels that we can look at. Okay, so 2500 or even from here. So the price action will tell us exactly what might be happening. So any break will give us potential for upside. I'll remain bullish unless we see any dramatic change in the structure. We are nearing to the news in 15 minutes. Guys, what's your view on news? Let us know in the live chat so that we know exactly what to do. Please analyze GJ. Yeah, we'll be looking at that as well. Thank you. So here we can see there's a gap open, and the market has started to drop in that direction. So we'll be waiting for the drop potentially to see what's happening. So there's a gap open and expecting it to drop back below. We'll be waiting for that to happen. Now looking at Gbpusd, we see that there is a, now as I mentioned earlier, Gbpusd for me is a potentially in a downtrend. So we might see that this instrument also dropping down, which you could see eventually coming down. If we look at the lower time frame, 15 minutes, this is a structure here on GJ, and wanting to see that the market trending in that direction. So this is the, if you look at the 1 hour, we see that on Gbpusd 1 hour bearish candle. So yeah, this is a trending to the downside, and this is a breakout, this is a fake out, and then rejection. So we might see potential retest of the order block Come on, it's got a very sharp rejection. Um, so it's a very sharp rejection. We didn't have enough time for placing the entry, but I will wait to see what's happening. It's a no man's land here. Going back to gold, choppy, still choppy. So we have only 10 minutes to go for the news. Let's wait for the news to be released, and then we will be looking for entry. So we see 45 votes, 60% bullish, 40% bearish on gold. Can you everyone give a smashing the like button, and also I would appreciate if you cast a vote, will be helpful on the gold. What's your view on that? It's a weird song. Thank you. This consolidation on gold is in fact potential a good news, because it has already had a big consolidation. So with the news we might see again starting up a trend. So let's see how the data coming out, and then we'll be able to see if there is any entry. Especially I will be happy to see that it form a long week candle from the support and then trending to the upside. Because if it come down, that will be an option for us to go long. That's an opportunity. Thank you. That's, I don't know where this song came from. Sometimes some music looks. Looks better, isn't it? Waiting for entry, and okay, so this is a gap open here. So you have seen the lookup point, and this is a structure here. Okay, which is this is what I'm expecting in this, for the market to break below and then to keep dropping. One hour, there's a gap open. This is support. This is a this structure. Want to see it's breaking below, and then look for entry. So looking at the calendar, if we look at, so if you look at the calendar, here is the calendar, and so we can see that 10:15 p.m. in my zone, which is only 7 minutes remaining. ADP non-farm employment change, followed by 10:30 unemployment claims, and then coming up ISM service PMI. Okay, this is a structure wanting to break below. That's it's like a grassland in that area. Thank you. So we see 67 board, and we can see that most of the members are bullish. Gold is nearing major support level, and I think it might be bearish after the liquid swap. The break of a structure was in impulse, and I think it's gonna be corrected. So your final uh, opinion is gold is going to be bullish, thank you, or bearish? On the 4-hour time frame, gold is reaching a suitable level where sellers previous sold and the market retest so many. I think price might respect that level and drop after the liquidity swap. See, let's see what happened. I think, with the data will play a big role here, because after the data come out, everyone will start to understand which way the market will be heading, and the order will come. What do you expect this month from gold? I think that gold this month might remain bullish. We'll see. If you look at the monthly candle, you can see that this is the monthly. This is a monthly price action. Okay, so we can see that there's a monthly impulse, and then this month after breakup, this support started to bounce. And if you look at the daily, you can see that so far pretty strong bounce from the 4-hour as well. Very strong bounce, and then narrow doji from the 1 hour and lower time frame. We can see that started to break. So we will be waiting for the market to break below. Okay, so here we will be waiting for there's a gap opened, and how many minutes? We have 3 minutes to go for the news. Are you guys ready for the data? Looking at the Forex factory. Okay, the way you can see, this is the 5 minutes. We see the initial rejection showing up, and we might see from here potential rejection, and with the next one we might see that pretty significant movement. Thank you. So we are waiting for the data. 1 more minutes to go. That's a massive bounce, and yeah, pretty strong bounce. And yeah, it's expected. So we can see that what's the data come out to be. Still not showing up. So the forecast was 144k. Oh, that's a huge difference. So yeah, the market very fair that it's gonna be a little bit crazy. Let's wait for the market to show up. Very strong rejection on this one. So series of higher low. So there's a double bottom breakout. Now the way the price action is formed, you can see series of higher low formation. We can see here, here, series of higher low. That's a bullish market potentially. And this is the 1 minute chart. We see that very strong volatility. Okay, so the way the price action is formed, um, which is bullish, but we will see if before the next news, if it is grabbing again liquidity from here. The price action is bullish, as there will be another news. I would like to wait for that to come up, and then we can look for buy stop, placing the buy stop. But before that, want to see that the market is coming for enough pullback, and then we will be looking for potential entry. The volatility is higher, which is good. It has a higher volatility at the moment. Welcome, well done, and zero position open. Are waiting for 330. No, the position is still not open. We are waiting for a suitable entry, and we see that the market structure is bullish. We will be waiting for the next one coming up in 10 minutes. But before that, if we see very impressive entry, only in that case we can look for. But I think better to wait for the news to come up, and we see that this is the 5-minute chart. There's a gap open. For me, the price action is bullish, but let's look at some of the levels that it might retest before it bounce or drop. So this is one of the support. If we can see that if it is coming back again, so the 1-minute price action is, you can see it has bounced again, trying to break below. We'll work on buy stop before the news. Or after the news. It's a very high volatility. But you can see that bullish. It's a very strong bounce. So yeah, pretty strong bounce. So we'll wait for entry setup. Until we see the market settle, so we just need to be wait a little bit. We need to be patient a little bit, and Okay, so you have 6 more minutes to go for the news to come up. You guys with me? Hope that you are enjoying the live session. I would appreciate if you smashing the like button, and also you can join the free Telegram channel as well. Link you can find below this video in the description. Also, at the end of the live session, as you know, the like we do every day, there's a giveaway to join the liquidity candle. So in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, along with the lifetime access to the academy for everything that we have. Thank you. And we can see that there is a 1 minute price action which is trying to break below. And Euro USD, with the news, what's happened is that there is a bounce from here which is trending, and Gbpjpy start to break below. So we see that there is a rejection on GJ as well, with multiple liquidity grab. So this is the 30 minutes candle on GJ. It's a big stop loss gap, but we could see that GBPJPY also trending. So let's keep focus on entirely on gold at the moment to see. Now here is the key to look at. This is the 1 hour price action. We have a lookup point wanting to see that gold breaking below. So there's gap open here as well. So this is an important support. If it breaks below, it might even drop here and then to bounce. But we have 3 minutes to go, so 3 more candles to form, and I think it might form in that direction. So if it is forming in that direction, that's where we can look for bullish setup later. Let the next spike to be done, and then we can look for that entry. So very narrow candle formation. So you have 2 more minutes to go, and patience guys is the key to become a consistently profitable trader. And most trader miss that point of being a patient. It's absolutely important that we become patient as a trader, because when you become patient, you started to develop more and more emotional resilience, which is absolutely needed to become a trader. um, it's a practice. It's a, if you look at the brain, it will create pattern and neuro pathway in your brain to become more and more patient. So everything we do, habit, we have a neuro pathway in the brain. So it's important that you always keep patience as a trader and wait for the right moment to come. So yeah, we have 1 minute to go. Let's see what is our next opportunity. Okay, the spike towards the downside. Let's see what data came out to be. So looking at this one, so unemployment claims. Come on, appear. So slow. Before it show up, we will finish the live session, I think. See, 227K unemployment claims, forecasted 231K. So unemployment claim is little less than expected, so mixed. So the previous one was bad for DXY, the next one is good for DXY. How the market is reacting? So the market got confused most likely. Let's see the DXY. Okay, so we saw that on DXY it was in a downtrend, so that will lead gold to the uptrend. From the technical perspective, what I see that gold is potentially bullish, so where we can find entry. We see that this news didn't have much impact than like the first one. As there will be another one also 12 a.m, so we can see slowly preparing for potential upside. Now for me to go long, because it's at the top, if you look at, you can see daily price already, it has gone well, I think more than 1.2 ATR already moved. So because it has already moved very strongly, I would be happy to see that gold coming to the support before we look for buying. It might keep pushing high. There's a gap open, double bottom. Here, want to see well below here. We might look for entry. When the market very volatile, we just need to be little bit of present to find entry. So this is the 5 minutes. Yeah, we will be waiting for a break of structure. So the trend confirmation for me is bullish. So you see that significantly bullish price action, and it's approaching this zone where high liquidity. Now 1 minute chart is here. We could see continuation. I'll be waiting for a trend continuation. There's a doji formation. It might form that liquidity candle. We need to see any break of structure, either this one or the previous one. So if it is respecting and coming back below, then we will be placing a buy stop above. But at the moment, I will be still waiting. Okay, we can see that potentially downside here. It's still not going, just checking the potential risk reward. Okay, so with the 40 pip stop loss, we will be placing a buy stop here. And I would like to take, so it might keep pushing down, or so we'll be targeting 1.2528. So it will be a buy stop, not buy market. So buy stop will be at 2523.67. There is a bounce. Not sure if I can place that buy stop. 2523. So TP at so buy stop, we placed it. Let's see. So stop loss at 2519.78. TP target at 2528.36. Now if it revert, then we will see, we'll be exiting. At the moment we place the buy stop, if it breaks to the upside, if it breaks the structure, we will be looking for we will be entering into the trade. So if it breaks below and completely, if we break below, then we might see if there is any new structure has been formed. It could break even to the 2514. If it does, we might find a new entry point. At the moment, there is a probability for a head and shoulder and to drop. So that's why we place that buy stop above. We'll keep that only if we see the market showing that bullish market structure. Very interesting structure. Now if it is bullish here, it may remain bullish. So let's see, because it's a very strongly uptrend. we see a little bit of drop in volatility. Still there is expected a bit more volatile probably for the next news. So if you look at the calendar, so ISM service PMI as well coming, so that will be also a big indicator for the market movement. Okay, so there is a head and shoulder, and I want to see if it is breaking below. So after the 15 minutes close, what's happening? The market likely doing okay. So I'll keep the buy stop as it is, because if the market later return and go back to resistance, we might see continuation to the upside. So I'll leave the buy stop there. If it drops to the support here at 25.14, we might find different entry point. But at the moment, I would like to wait for the market to see what happens. And thank you for joining the live session, everyone. Appreciate your support. If you smash the like button, it will be helpful. It will show to more people on the YouTube algorithm likes it. And also, if you haven't joined the free Telegram, also you can find the link below this video in the description for more updated education that I do share many of my education. And waiting for the market to show up its hand. So daily price action is, we can see the daily significant drop, and so this is a buy stop there. And so this is support, and if the market is breaking below that structure, coming back below, we might move the buy stop in that area, because this is a support. You can see it's a trend line, and if it is now breaking below, that means that this is the support is broken. And in that case, if it goes for a break of structure, we'll move our buy stop in that zone. First let it form. Still it didn't break the structure. Okay, so still I'll move the buy stop here above this candle. So, and my stop loss I'll move below this candle. So just readjusting the buy stop, we'll have the same nearly same number of pips stop loss, a little less, but I'm moving my buy stop at so I'm moving my buy stop at 2522.62. $25.22.62. And the stop loss changes to 2518.76. So we place the buy stop in the new area. Now we have seen new structure being formed. So I'm gonna move again buy stop to new area. So we are just moving the entry again to 2520, stop loss below this low. So readjusting the buy stop again 2520. It's almost came to the support. So the buy stop for the new adjusted is 25 20.86. So you have seen the price almost broken the support. So our new buy stop is 25 20.86. I will keep the TP the same to see what happened. And here at the moment we see that a little bit of consolidation in that area. The price has broken almost to the support. I think it's gonna might retest this 20 EM at the moment. If it is rejecting, then we'll see if it is rejecting and going back to the correction. So we'll have a 4-hour candle closed, which is a bull candle. So our buy stop will be there, the same place that we placed 2517.90, pardon, 2520.77 or 86. We've seen a break of structure. Very crucial to see either trending to the upside or it's breaking again to the support. So with the 4-hour closed, there's a gap open. So here we can see there is a downtrend, and okay, so there is a liquidity here and also liquidity here. We might see that now retesting the support. This price action didn't make sense to me yet. It finally has broken that liquidity zone, and I will keep the same place, the buy stop, because there is a probability now to have a rejection. It already dropped well below. So if we need to readjust the buy stop, first we'll see what happened to the support. Okay, it tested the 20 MA. Now from the 15 minutes, and now it is important to see either the market is still remain bearish or moving back up for retest. There is a neckline here. So there's a neckline, and okay, so it's consolidating here, which might give the price to move back to the upside, a momentum which you see that potentially forming. So on gold at the moment, I want to wait to see what happened. The market is little bit of unpredictable at the moment. We saw that there was a bounce and again rejection, so that is something very unpredictable. So you see that after break of this daily 1 hour candle, expecting it to there's a long wick here at the top, so it might form a long wick at the bottom. So there is a head and shoulder, and then it started to drop. Okay, it's on the support level exactly, and it almost came to the lookup point that we have marked on. Okay, now if it is a, we can see almost to the support, expecting now a rejection. If we look at the 1 hour, we can see that the price almost has broken all these support from the structure. We can expect a bounce and then fill that week. What kind of price action it is forming is important to see. Okay, so it's almost to the support. Now it's time to see either it's getting a rejection or dropping further. It's almost below the support. So if the 15 minutes candle closing above this level, I think there is a probability for us to see that another bounce. So we need to readjust our entry. So I would like to place the buy stop above this high. Stop loss below this low. I will be readjusting the buy stop again because at the moment I don't want to sell this market. So just I will change the buy stop to 2516 and TP target will be to the neckline, which is the 2520. So new buy stop is at 2516.54, stop loss 2512. It's 2516.54, stop loss at 2512.47 and TP target to the neckline 2521. To 1.30 TP target at So by placing a new buy stop. So you have seen a breakdown to the support, and from the 1 hour also we see there is a significant break. 15 minutes candle closed. Plus it's a head and shoulder formation. Now this is our buy stop above this level. If it triggers, then we'll get into the trade. So I'll let you know if I'm triggered. Nearly there. I got triggered. So I got triggered and running little profit. Because we got triggered, bouncing back to the upside. So the 1 hour, it's almost nearly feeling that long week, 30 minutes as well. So we'll be looking at the 15 minutes, expecting to go back up to this liquidity zone. Just another liquidity zone. Expecting it to go back up to the resistance. So the trade is running in profit. So we are almost nearly to 20p profit. This is where the crucial point, because if we look at this candle, we want to see that the market trend is up here. Because we can see that so far in our direction. The bullish pin bar on the 1 minute chart. Expecting for this market to go back to the order block. Yeah, it's going in that direction, which is so far in our favor. This is the 1 hour candle, and wanting to see that from the 1 hour the market is going up and feeling that long wick at the top, which is a 30 minutes. Also potentially, if we see a very strong rejection to the upside, so there is a news coming in 30 minutes again. Might remain in a sideway. Want to catch some P, but not very few. Sometimes it becomes a little bit annoying to get the whole market become fully low volatile. We need more volatility. This is the 1 hour candle, and I'd like to see that this 1 hour candle is remaining bullish. So to take the profit here, we need to see one more rejection to the upside, at least to the neckline. So volatility dropped. We are at entry, and we see a green candle. Okay, we can see gap open and then continuation, which is good for us. Thank you. Okay, the price going in our favor, which is good for us. Price going in our favor. Wanna see that bounce? And are you guys enjoying the trade? Make sure you give a thumbs up if you're enjoying. We are 20 pip up. One more bounce needed to go back to the resistance. Okay. If it managed to break above, then we can expect it to retest this liquidity zone, just 22 25.22. So you have 30 more minutes to go for the news to come up. Going in our favor, which is expected. So I'll let you know if I'm taking profit. Currently we are up 25 pip. Up 25 pip. I think the trend is still bullish. Gap open and gap open and 28 pip, nearly there to, but here is the gap open is a risk, so this might melt in the direction or keep pushing high. I'm taking, okay, so it's pushing high, trying to bounce back up. I'm taking the profit at the moment. I'm happy to take 29 pip off. I close with 29 pip. I'm out with 29 pip on gold. So profit closed at 29 pip. So 29 pip up and closed. Now we will be re-entering as soon as we will find another entry for any other instrument or on gold. Stay tuned, guys. And also at the end of the session, there is a giveaway, liquidity candle giveaway, along with mentorship for one lucky winner from this live session at the end of. So don't miss out. Stay tuned till the end, and also let us know if you have any question. Here at the moment, what do you see that there is a rejection again from the 1 hour. Expecting it to go up to fill that week, but we see that again rejection. So we have 30 more, 25 minutes to go for the news. And crucial point here is, because it's trending, so you can see 30 minutes candle closed with a long doji. That's very interesting and weird price action. Long doji on 30 minutes, and that's what it is trying to form. Now if it is a reversal, so you are up on this 10 pip on this one, 29 pip, pardon me. Here it's important to see what kind of price action is forming. It's very weird price action at the moment. Gap opening, trying to break below, but it's in an uptrend. I think we should, suddenly volatility drops before the news, which is very weird. I can see bouncing, which is good. Need to see a very strong momentum here. Okay, which is needed. Move back to the upside to the resistance line. Now this 1 minute candle, we need to see that it's going back up to the resistance. The price action is not up to the mark yet. You guys with me? Okay, so here another doji. Okay, the price action here again, a liquidity candle, which I'm expecting to spike in that direction. It is spiking to the upside to this resistance. Then with the news, we might see either again another spike or rejection. When the market drops, the volatility, so you can see that it's create a weird price action sometime. And we can see here, and expecting one more rejection. So far here is, this is 5 minutes. Okay, so here we can see that from the 1 hour, and the market managed to bounce. Now it is important to see either this price is forming the liquidity candle and going back up, or rejecting. So you have 20 minutes to go for the news to come. Okay, so I will be waiting for another entry. As soon as I will find that, here is the price should be able to break to the upside. So it's a strongly bullish market. And as with the news spike, we'll see that in 20 minutes. This is really sometimes it creates that kind of unpredictable price action from the 1 hour. And I would like to see that this 1 hour candle closing as above this support so that we can see a directional bias to the upside. We have only 15 minutes to go for the news, and I think that because tomorrow is NFP, we should be able to see very strong movement in the market. Okay, here this is the 15 minutes candle. So a green candle, a red candle, but red candle is smaller than the green candle. There's a long wick at the bottom, so basically it is potentially bullish, but this drop is not expected. Let's see what's happening. So we see series of higher low, false breakdown, see what's happening with the 4 hour here. Look at the 15 minutes again. We're having news in 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm waiting for complete structure formation. You know, quality is more important than quantity. We have had our gold trade, and we'll be waiting for this data to come out, and then once we find, we'll be entering, isn't it? So we get 29 pip on gold, and wanting to see that the market is giving us another entry. So it is broken to the support again, and so it's a kind of liquidity candle. So we have two 5 minutes candle before the news to come up. So you see a very long liquidity candle on the 1 minute. We are nearing to the news. Two 5 minutes candle remaining to before the news. It's like the market might be changing the trend, but before that, I really don't understand why leaving that much of liquidity at 25, 22. Now news spike. If it goes up, then it might grab more liquidity and then trend change. So you see 15 minutes also getting a rejection from the support. Where it is heading. Thank you. Happy Tuesday. Thank you. Happy Teachers Day. Welcome. Will gold drop? It's in a sideway at the moment, and really news data will be an important factor to look at. But it might have a spike. It's very now unpredictable because from this top form a head and shoulder and rejected. So because it formed a head and shoulder and rejected, now the spike is very important to look at where it is heading. This is the 15 minutes candle. Now we have one more 5 minutes candle to go. So if you look at the 4 hour here, okay, now the next 5 minutes is very important to see if the market managed to revert from this level. We see that structure had the market left an imbalance. Now it is crucial to see either this price is going back up to retest this and then dropping down, or it's trending again. Now the data is important because the way it has consolidated, it may drop or may continue to bounce. So even because today already the price has dropped a lot, if it bounce, then So we have 3 minutes, 3 candles to go on the 1 minute. Okay, so we have need to be patient for the trade to come up. So once it breaks out from this structure, we'll know exactly it's trending down or trending to the upside. But the spike will be definitely helpful to see. Really very very low volatility before news. Okay, we'll see last 2 candles, and it's on the support again. Data will make a big difference. Here we see some spike. I'm expecting it to go back up again before dropping or trending in that direction. Because the long-term trend is up. If we look at the daily, made a significant bounce on the daily. So it grab liquidity from the support. Now this is what kind of price action daily and $30 minutes. Big gap open. So it has broken that support. direction really doesn't make any sense to me. Let's see what it did from the 4-hour breakup structure. And so I will be